Before it was called Indonesia, this sprawling archipelago was home to more than 17,000 islands, dozens of languages, and centuries of global trade. It wasn't a blank slate. It wasn't primitive. It was a thriving maritime world and the heart of a spice empire. Kingdoms like Srivijaya and Majapahit weren't just regional powers. They were global influencers. Srivijaya, based in Sumatra, commanded sea routes across the Indian Ocean and South China Sea, collecting tribute and shaping regional politics. The Majapahit Empire, centered in Java, forged alliances across the islands and even claimed influence as far as mainland Southeast Asia. These were not kingdoms waiting to be discovered. They were centers of Buddhist, Hindu, and later Islamic scholarship. Temples like Borobudur and Prambanan stood as architectural marvels. Trade cities like Makassar, Ternate, and Banda welcomed merchants from China, India, Persia, and Arabia long before the first Europeans arrived. And then there were the spices. Clove, nutmeg, and mace, grown only in the Moluccas or Spice Islands, were worth their weight in gold in Europe. They weren't just flavor, they were medicine, currency, and symbols of power. And the people of these islands controlled that trade, on their own terms. That's what terrified Europe. Because here was a region, far from Christendom, that was wealthy, independent, and self-governing. The Portuguese were the first to arrive in 1512, trying to control the trade. But they were met with resistance. It wasn't until the Dutch came, not as a government, but as a corporation, that the real nightmare began. In the next section, we'll witness how a trading company, the Dutch East India Company, turned into one of the world's most brutal colonizers, using contracts, cannons, and cruelty to seize Indonesia island by island.